This just in. Former President Donald Trump has been asking advisors if he could somehow reassume the presidency this year, despite losing the election to now President Joe Biden. A well-placed source familiar with the conversation tells our Jim Acosta tonight that Trump has been hearing the same far-fetched suggestions from conservative commentators and allies, and has then, internalized that and gone to ask others, quote, what do you think of this? What do you think of this theory? So Jim Acosta's out front. Jim, it's just really, I know it's like la la land, but this is bizarre that we're even having this conversation. How seriously is Trump believing this insane theory?
It's insane. It's very disturbing, Aaron, but he believes it. He thinks that there's some chance that he could somehow be reinstated as president somehow this year. And what he's been doing over the last several weeks is reaching out to advisors, reaching out to allies, and they've basically been trying to talk him off the ledge, Aaron. What Trump has been asking, I'm told by one source, one well-placed source familiar with these conversations, he's been asking, what do you think of this theory? And what this one advisor told me is that he's been told it's not true. Now, this advisor who is familiar with these conversations went on to say that it doesn't appear that Trump really believes that he could somehow be reinstated or assume the presidency later on this year. But this source went on to say, listen, Trump is listening to all kinds of things these days, and he is trying to grasp at straws to see if there's some way that he can get back into the White House. And this source went on to describe these conversations as, quote, very dangerous. And so, Aaron, it does seem that the former president is not letting this lie. He is reaching out to people, and people at this point are trying to talk him back into the real world, which is, of course, where he has not been residing lately because he has been believing and investing in these far-fetched ideas.
Well, you also, I know, have been, looking into what's the driver of him believing in this, right? I mean, it's a very specific echo chamber. And one of the people who's been making these arguments is the CEO of MyPillow, Mike Lindell, who I know is, kind of now become some sort of a confidant to the former president, that he's been out there with saying he's got all this proof of mass election fraud, which of course is false. Here's part of what we heard, all of us, when he actually talked about this with Jimmy Kimmel recently.
And let's be honest, your website doesn't even really work so well. Why would you think that you have broken this code of all people?
It wasn't me that broke it. They brought it to me.
But
and
these people are not.
The only reason they did, Jimmy, is because I have the voice. Knowing what I have now, if they would have put Donald Trump back in on December 14th, and knowing what I had right now, I would still be sounding the alarm going, you guys, these machines, they were hacked, and we have to do something in our country.
So, Jim, what happened after that interview?
So apparently after that interview, I talked to Mike Lindell about this just today, and he said that after the interview with Jimmy Kimmel, Donald Trump reached out to Mike Lindell and told him what a great job he did on Jimmy Kimmel. Lindell went on to say that they haven't spoken about this outlandish conspiracy theories that somehow Trump could be, reinstated as president of the United States. But, Aaron, there is such a huge danger in all of this because this is the same kind of crazy talk that provoked the January 6th insurrection. And so as long as Donald Trump is talking about this, he's got a speech this weekend down in North Carolina. As long as he's talking about this, I think there is the potential for more violence, election-related, conspiracy theory-related violence in this country. Trump is still stoking this from exile. But as the source was telling me earlier today, there are advisors around him trying to talk him out of thinking like this because it is just so damn crazy, Aaron.
All right, Jim, thank you very much.